I'm Chris Nessie, host of Behind the Mic, Voices of the EPN, a part of the Education Podcast Network, just like the show you're listening to now. Shows on the network are individually owned, and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other interesting education podcasts at edupodcastnetwork.com.
Hey, welcome back. Steve here, and today I'm talking with Ihor Bauman. He is the CEO and co-founder of Workee, a software platform that will help you create an all-in-one place to manage your business or side gig. This is cool. By the way, as a listener to this podcast, you can get 1 month free of the pro level if you use the promo code IHOR100. Ihor 100 is what that is. Lots to learn. Thanks for listening. And by the way, you know, it'd be so cool if you went to my website, stephenmiletto.com/reviews, left a few nice words and maybe a 5-star rating. What do you think? That would be so cool. As well as you could subscribe and follow me on the website. That would be awesome. Thanks so much for listening today. Thanks so much for sharing, and enjoy the show.
It's the Education Podcast, your favorite show, with lots of groovy guests and they share what they know. So crank it up to 10 and let your neighbors know that here's another show with Dr. Steve Miletto. Teaching, learning, leading, K-12. Teaching, learning, leading, K-12. Teaching, learning, leading, K-12. With Dr. Steve Miletto.
Ihor Bauman is the CEO and co-founder of Workee. He has 7 years of experience in management consulting, product development, and business strategy. Ihor is a Forbes Business Council member, and he has a master's degree in finance. A little about Workee. Workee is creating the future of work for freelancers worldwide. Workee is a software platform that builds business for freelancers, helping to scale and autopilot their business routing as bookings, payments, client, and work management out of the box with 0% fees. Oh, there's lots to learn today. This is going to be cool. Ihor, thanks for joining me today, and say hi to everyone.
Yeah, hello everybody. Stephen, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here and spend this lovely Friday with you and your audience. So thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here. And, I just read a brief description of Workee, and could you share with us what Workee is? I mean, just give us all in a nutshell there.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So freelance and freelance economy is the next global power. And we're helping freelancers to create and manage their business online. We helping you, like as every business, your freelance business starts from your personal website. So our generative technology helps you to create your personal website in less than 1 minute. And your website already has built-in booking, scheduling, video calls, payments. So you can get booked and paid directly to your account without any other fees. And at the same time, we're helping you to manage your freelance back office, like invoicing, client management, work management, and we even help you to calculate your taxes. So this is what we do. And by the way, Workee already helping more than 7,000 freelancers across the globe. Majority of them are in North America, but we're also happy to see how other regions are growing.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. So you're the CEO and a co-founder of Workee. What made you guys say, "Hey, I got an idea. Let's do this"? I mean, what made you go for it?
A personal story. I guess I was always in search around for some big challenge that could help us to build a global story. And when COVID happened, it was a very tough time for a lot of people and for my family as well. Since my mom been working as a therapy doctor, and the hospital she'd been working for was not ready to operate due to restrictions, and my mom get laid off, and it was a tough time for our family. And I suggested my mom to continue the appointments by online, having also meetings online with Zoom, with Google Meet, whatever. And after being annoying with a lot of questions and a lot of suggestions, she finally asked me, okay, if you want to really help me, how to create my personal website, how to have video calls, how to get payments, how to calculate taxes, how to manage my clients with client management tools. And this is the moment where I stuck with my reply. And yeah, we started to look around, and we figure out that there are no similar solutions on the market. You are going to marketplace, and you are same as thousands of other freelancers, other teachers, tutors on the marketplace, and you are getting back big rev share from all money you make into the marketplaces up to 35%. Or if you already have your students, you need to manage different tools in one place, like video calls, client management system, websites, payments, accounting, and that's really tough thing for a lot of people, right? Because it's different tools, it's different payment methods for every tool. You're paying subscriptions all over the places. You share revenue, so that's really not cool. That's why we decided to create very simple solution with focus on automation. So Workee actually automates a lot of things for you. It's like your data collection, your data management. We're helping you to also autopilot your invoices, autopilot your client management business, autopilot your work management. So this is what we do.
I appreciate it. Thanks. And it's just cool because it's such a cool platform. I mean, I'm not, you haven't paid me to say this. I mean, it's neat because it has all this stuff in it, that someone who's trying to make their online, activities, their business work and stuff like this. It's just, it's all there in one place. And I think that's pretty awesome. So tell me what makes a perfect future user of Workee. I mean, who's that user? Mm-hmm. Who's that person that really needs to take a look at Workee?
Yeah, great question. So right now, our perfect users are those freelancers and those professionals who already have clients. Since Workee, we are not helping you to find your clients. We're helping you to work better with your existing clients. So once you have your clients, you are actually ready to go with Workee. You can just create your website simply. You can also set up your personal branding in one single place. Connect payment methods of your choice, and then just start accepting payments and working with your freelance clients. Right now, we have our majority of our users, teachers, tutors, health experts, coaches, those guys who provide appointments and video calls. Since of the initial use case of my mom and her use case of having appointments online, right now we're helping you to cover the complete use case of video calls. Your clients can book you for appointments online, select the time for you. With Workee, we also develop a very, very powerful system for having your schedule in the right place. We're helping you to create different schedules. We're helping you to manage your time on vacations, on sick leaves. We also recently announced professional booking rules. So right now with Workee, you can automatically add breaks between calls. You can automatically make sure that you won't get unexpected calls in selected number of hours. Make sure that your schedule is open for appropriate time frames. So this is what we do. We help you to cover all the booking and payment place in one single place with all the use cases for video calls, for lessons, for appointments. At the same time, we right now growing our functionality and capabilities in terms of back office management. So soon we will connect accounting systems to Workee. You will be able to connect your personal accountant to Workee as well. So we also see huge potential in this area.
Oh, I love it. It's cool because, there's so many, before you would have had to connect different sorts of tools from different places and say, I use this, I use that. I mean, like there's some people who use, I won't mention names of other companies, but the point is that they go out and they reach out and they have this and they have that and they have that product and then they have their website and they bring them all together. And you've done that. And I think it's neat because you have the different products right there in the solution. So cool stuff. Under pricing, you have two plans at the moment. And by the way, I want to remind everybody, not only has he not paid me, I am also not getting any remuneration for this. So that, however you want to say it, it's cool because a lot of times you see people having to put different products to make them work together, and you've done all that. And I think that's an awesome idea you got here. So under pricing, you have two plans at the moment. One is Workee Starter and one is Workee Pro. Could you talk about the difference?
Absolutely. So Workee Starter is perfect way to try it out. It's absolutely free. So there is no monthly subscription and there is no transaction fees. You can just go to Workee Starter, create your starter plan, starter account, and start using Workee by creating your initial schedules, initial time slots, some basic templates. The difference between Workee Professional Plan is that Workee Professional Plan is unlimited. You can create as many time slots as you want. You can create as many schedules, projects, invoices per month. So the Workee Professional Plan is made for those users who already got everything from Workee Starter Plan and ready to scale. So it's made for scaling. At the same time, with Workee Professional Plan, it also provides you with some professional features. As I mentioned, professional booking rules. We also provide you with a lot of new templates, a lot of additional customization. We help you also to set up the search engine optimization information, so you will be better searchable by Google or other search engines with Workee Professional Plan. And right now we have special offer for Workee Professional Plan since we just launched this recently. Our full price for Workee Professional Plan is $29 per month or $290 for 1 year. So this is our standard pricing for Workee Professional Plan. At the same time, I'll be happy to provide your audience with a special promo code for 1 month free of Workee Professional Plan. It's simple. It's Ihor 100. It's IHOR 100. And you'll get first month of Workee Professional Plan absolutely for free. And after that, hopefully you'll enjoy this much and you'll be able to scale your business in one single place.
Awesome. Thanks. And I'll make sure that's included in the show notes. And we'll make sure that we remind everybody at the end so that they know that they're doing that. So thanks for doing that. And it's and that's one of the things I wanted to point out is that the product also, it has a free level that they can start at, which if they wanted to experiment with it, that's pretty cool too, because then I think you kind of get going, hey, this is pretty cool. I think I need to do it. So, take that next step. But awesome. All right. So, let's focus on the personal website or the development of it. I originally had a website that I could not figure out how to build. I was doing this. Now, this is a couple years ago because I've learned since then and lots of changes have taken place. Although there's still some of these companies out there where, if you don't want to deal with HTML and if you don't want to deal with all kinds of other coding and stuff like this, it was all frustrating in the beginning because I eventually just gave up because I had to do this. I had to learn that. I had to barely move things around. I mean, that was so frustrating. I said, forget it. And I ended up doing it differently. What makes your website user-friendly?
So first of all, all people, all our users and everyone, just everyone wants to see the final picture as soon as possible, just to understand how it may look like, right? For example, when you're going to LinkedIn or maybe Facebook, it takes you maybe a couple of days, couple of weeks to complete your profile, right? We understand this with Workee, and we are making focus on showing your personal website to you as soon as possible. It means that during sign up, you're providing just your name, surname, profession, what you do, and that's all. And after you getting to your website, our technology automatically generates all the data for your website for you automatically. It means that you already see how your website looks like. With all the data, with all the templates, styles, you can just select some pictures to make it your personal website. You can also add your personal domain name for your website and click publish. So it literally takes you less than 60 seconds to have your personal website up and running already here. Already with all built-in tools that you need for your business. So that's one of our unique advantages. For sure, you can customize, you can upgrade, you can change everything you want when you want, right? When you already understand the value of how it is. In product development, we call this like aha moment. Aha! Right now I see how my personal website could look like. Okay, let's give it a try.
Yeah, I love it because that's, just a note, that's really what you want. I mean, as somebody who, if you're not a website, that's not your thing. You're not really someone who's going to mess around the code and slide boxes different directions and stuff like this. It's so cool because all you want is to suddenly say, hey, it's my website. This is cool. It's there. And the longer it takes to learn how to do it, the more it's like, oh, come on. So that you can have that aha moment, like you said, you just want to say, I got a website, man. So it's awesome that it's not going to take you, some learning curve of learning language and then trying to figure out how to make it happen in the coding world or something. So good stuff. Could you talk about some of the tools that are part of your websites? I mean, let's just start with booking and scheduling, because that's in itself is cool.
Yeah, so most of tools that we developed are in-house. So those are tools, solutions developed by our team. And having this in place, allowing us to provide our user experience with our users with great user experience, because everything is like natively built, kind of. We have our personal website builder, our personal booking system, scheduling system. For payments, we currently use Stripe and PayPal, so you can connect whatever you prefer, and you can get paid directly to your account, right? We are not taking care of your money. You are getting paid directly to your account from your customers. At the same time, we also have full integration of Zoom, of Google Meet. We also support our video calls from Workee that we also integrated, and all the client management, invoicing system, accounting system, tax management system are built by us as well. So it means that all the things, all the places where you can feel like all the crucial places like booking, video calls, payments, all that stuff are built by us. And we ensure to provide you with best user experience. You will never interact with other platforms. So it's like in-house approach where we're able to provide you with a smooth transition between features and between different parts of our software.
Yeah, it's awesome. And once again, they're like the website. They're easy to use. I think that's cool. And the booking scheduling really got my attention because it's not an outside, it's inside. And that's got to be so helpful to not have to coordinate between different products. So good stuff. One of the things my audience that I want to make sure that we talk about is my audience is educators from all levels, K through 12 and post-secondary, from teachers, cool. instructors, administration, district administrators, counselors, so forth, so on. Many of them have side gigs like tutoring or coaching, or they create tools for helping teachers or administrators be more effective at their jobs, or gigs that are associated with school, like crafts and writing books and poetry, and just to name a few. I mean, how could Workee help them? Why should they think about looking at your product?
Yes, it's great question. So first of all, I guess most of your audience do some private appointments, private lessons. So this is where Workee steps in. We're helping you to make sure first of all, you're building your business, you're building your personal brand with your personal website, with all your branding. Secondly, we'll help you to better manage your time. Workee scheduling system is super powerful. You can make sure you are taking the most of your schedule. You are getting paid for your time directly to your account. You do not need to connect anything else. You do not need to play with anything else. You're having this in one single place. And secondly, we also help you to automate your back office. Like all the invoices, all the client management, work management, and taxes are in one single place. So I guess Workee will be kind of powerful suitcase for all audiences of your podcast who do have private business for appointments, for lessons, for private meetings.
Oh, that's good stuff. It's funny because, as a former principal and as a former student who was a music student, I mean, it was funny. You always had to sign up at different places for let's just use music lessons, for example. And usually that person was a teacher someplace at another school or anywhere, or it could be your own school, but you had, you signed up for lessons and stuff like that. And usually they did it the old fashioned way, which is they sit there with a paper book and they would write you down as you're talking to them on the phone. And what a cool thing not to have to do that if that was your tutoring or your lessons and so forth. I love that. So tell me what working with Workee is like. And what I really mean is like, do you have people to help, like if I'm working with you, do I call somebody up? Do I type in an address? What's it like working with you guys?
Great question. We actually, one of our advantages, we paying a lot of attention to our users, and we always speaking with you guys. So within the platform, you have options to book individual onboarding calls with me or with our customer support manager. So you can make sure that you'll have guys who will help you to set up your account in the best way. So one of this is individual onboarding calls. Secondly, across the platform, we have different suggestions and recommendations from us. If you do not know how to use this feature, or you do not know what the example could be, you'll find this with Workee. So we actually can help you to better structure your business once you're with us. Secondly, we also support with all the frequently asked questions and with all the YouTube videos that provides you with individual onboarding calls as well. So at least different resources are in place. And secondly, our support team is always available, so you can just always reach out to them to make sure your question, your comment will be resolved. Now that makes us unique because every time when we talking to you guys, to our users, we are able to feel you better. We are able to better understand your needs, your pains, and better build a solution for you guys. So I guess having your users close to your company and to also development teams, also marketing teams, just better understand your users is a key to make sure you're building things that people love.
Excellent. Appreciate you explaining that. It's awesome because that's it always makes it that much better that if you do run into something there's some way that you can find out a little bit more about maybe what you're doing or wrong or should have done it this way or some whatever else. So good stuff to know about that. All right. So I got a question for you. If you were the closing speaker at a conference and had a chance to talk about why the attendees should consider choosing Workee, what would you say? What's that thing that you would want to make sure you told them so they left going, hey, I need to check that out?
Workee is trustful partner for your business. Make sure you are investing your time in yourself and your clients. Workee will take care about everything else.
Awesome. I love the message. Good stuff. All right. Ihor, if someone wanted to follow up and connect with you and or learn more, where would you send them?
I'll send definitely my Workee website because it has all the links to my social media and my email. So it's my.workee.net/Ihor. So this is my personal website. So you're welcome to take a look how it looks like, and also book me for a demo call. And and also find all my social media in one place.
Awesome. And I will have that information in the show notes, so it's easy for them to find it and click on it and go check it out. So last two questions I want to ask you are just questions I like to ask my guests. And the first one goes like this. How do you keep going when so much is going on that you may want to quit?
Entrepreneurship, it's not job, it's your lifestyle. So you are just getting used that everything is around you and you need to take care of like thousands of things in single day. So this is just your way you having your days, weekends, work days, whatever. So I guess main suggestions would be to have your personal to-do list and make sure that you have tasks for you planned for every day, for every week, for every month. And you also making sure that you have appropriate tracking of your tasks. That you understand, okay, if you need to check your emails, it will take from you no more than 2 hours. If you need to talk with your directs, it will take you no more than 1 hour per day. Just to make sure that your schedule won't be smashed, that you'll have appropriate time planning for different activities. In this case, it will be you won't miss anything important, and you'll be able to have all the things managed appropriately.
Love it. Great information for people. Last question for you. Do you have a teacher in your past who made a difference in your life? If so, who was it, and what would you say if given the chance to say thank you?
Yeah, absolutely. So, teacher of my life, of my kind of professional life, was one of my managers who been managed me in company I've been working for. I've been working for PricewaterhouseCoopers. This is a big international company in management consulting and in audit too. So yeah, that manager really changed a lot of things for me and showed me, the best manager is that manager who can actually show you a great example. Because at the end of the day, if a CEO not doing great, the whole team is not doing great. The CEO can't require from team members do great if the CEO itself is not doing great. So maybe too many things, but yeah, it's a simple example. You are example for your team members, your example for your employees, your example for your directs. So you should really be effective and do great things. And this was only one way to make sure people do the same.
Excellent. Love it. Thanks for sharing. And Ihor, thanks so much for talking with me today. Workee is an incredible tool. I think it's so cool. I mean, I'm wishing you the best in all you do.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Yeah, it was amazing to talk with you, and I hope my suggestions and maybe some of my insights will definitely help your audience. In any way, just give Workee a try. It's Ihor 100 promo code for 1 month free of Workee professional plan. In case of any questions, we are just one email away from you. So make sure and be sure that you are not alone in this business.
Hey, you have been listening to Teaching, Learning, Leading K-12, a podcast to help you help kids achieve their dreams. Teaching, Learning, Leading K-12 is a member of the Education Podcast Network. Podcasts for educators, podcasts by educators. Teaching, Learning, Leading K-12 is a member of the podcast network based in Canada called Voice Ed Radio. Voice Ed Radio, your voice is right here. The opinions expressed on Teaching, Learning, Leading K-12 are those of the guests and host. Teaching, Learning, Leading K-12 is intended to share ideas, advice, and suggestions. Teaching, Learning, Leading K-12 is produced for educational purposes. Hey, thanks for listening. It would be awesome if you visited my website at stephenmiletto.com and connected with me, left a review, and listened to more episodes. And by the way, you could also share it with your friends, with your family, and your colleagues. Thanks so much. You're awesome.